Hi, today we're in southern Utah, a place called the Parowan Gap. Right up here, this whole road here, this giant gap, leads down to the town of Parowan, founded in 1851. And this here is called Dinosaur Tracks. Little monument here with a bunch of dinosaur fossils in the rocks. Got a little information board. Want to check it out. And also little displays here. There's a dinosaur footprint. I think this is from a Ceratosaurus. It's like 13 feet high, weighs about 3,000, 4,000 pounds. This guy here, and he stands up like a velociraptor. I think that's who this guy is. Ceratosaurus. Lots of shrub here. This whole area used to be underwater, like an ocean, of course. And as the mountains rose and the water subsided, it became a giant river and then a stream. And then all the wind erosion carved out all these rocks, so we get these layers and layers, right? Set down when this was a big ocean and a river. Check out all that muddy sediment. Wow. Anyway, so a lot of the rocks up here you find, they're really like river stream rocks. So they're rounded like this guy here because they've been going down the river for so long. They get polished and roundish, so you have that kind. And then we also have volcanic rock. So a little conglomerate of mixed rocks up here makes this place real special. A lot of the sediment here is mud and silt that we find at the bottom of like an ocean. So we're going to see if we find some fossils up here in this little gap we have. Lots of little birds. There's a couple trails here. You go this way, or this way, or this way.
Here's a marker.
And here's a marker. Oh, it's the trail marker from our Ceratosaurus, I think.
Here, this is the footprint.
Let's see here.
They showed in the sign that was broken off.
Check this out. There you go. There's a fossil.
That was broken off.
See, this is used to have a finger here coming out. Right, like this is our fossil here. And it looks like this guy right here. Wow. You'd never know that by looking at this little rock here. There's another dinosaur that lived out here called a hydrosaur, I believe, or a hydrus. He's more like a water guy. He lived out here, and that guy was a vegetarian. Our Ceratosaurus was a meat eater, so I'm sure they had little battles here and there. And you find a fossil up here. See these little shapes, like odd shape like this, coming out of the rock? That's a fossil. Now what that's from, I really don't know. Crazy, look at this guy here. See that coming out? Almost looks like a bone. See that? Maybe from some wild pterodactyl or some other wicked dinosaur from 75 million years ago. That's when those guys were roaming out here. See, all this is just wind eroded here. As the wind polishes the rocks, the fossils tend to stick out more because they're a little more solidified and harder than your normal rock. Let's see if we find anything up here. I don't see any fossils on this guy here. But you see how the layers are laid down. Look at layer, layer, layer. Look at all these tiny layers of sediment. And of course, over millions of years, it hardens under the water and also at the surface here where it gets exposed. And the volcano comes up and it pushes this up and kind of slants it down. See, this is kind of slanted upwards this way. So this side rose more than over here. Look at that. Here's a great example of our round rocks. Sorry. See, in this little bunch of muddy rock here. We have these little circle guys up here, right? So they're flowing down the river and getting polished and rounded, and they set themselves in the mud. That's what you have here after all the water goes away. Look at that. Wow. Very, very cool. So we find some more fossils over here. But dinosaur tracks. With the gap here. Look at this here. Wow, it almost looks like a tree. I don't think that's what this is though. It looks like a petrified tree here. That's interesting, but I think it's just a cool shaped rock here. Wow. Here we got some more. See if I find a fossil sticking out. This. So here we go. We got one up here. Check this out. Right here. So here we go. Look at that. I don't know. It's part of a dinosaur bone. Now sometimes you find footprints in here too, where the dinosaurs kind of made a mark on the soft mud. There's a trail here. Here's another cool rock with a bunch of other rocks embedded in it. And kind of in general, it's just mud and silt, so it's actually really soft. And rain and the wind just erodes it away. Sometimes you get little air pockets in here that bubble out. See those little bubbles there? So look at this rock here. It's been all smoothed out. Look at that. It's from the water flow, just smoothing out and eroding this rock down. Unbelievable. Very cool. So I think you just take this whole trail all the way around in a big circle here. Let's see if we find any really neat things to look at. So right now it's about 95 degrees. This is the end of August. So it gets real warm up here. And the local tribes were the Paiutes. And before that, the ancestors of the Paiutes, they lived up here. In a lot of places you can find little rock carvings or petroglyphs that they carved in the lava rock. Some of the other rocks, as they carved off the desert varnish or the patina from the rocks. Wow. Anyway. So out in Utah here, there's a lot of dinosaur caves and trails you take a look at. All sorts of fossils. And it's a really special place because not a lot of people come here because they don't know it's here. And the signs aren't really inviting in town with big natural history sort of signs and maps. So you come up here, look at this, see? Nobody's out here on this beautiful day. Wow, it's real easy to get to. And the road's paved from town. Little cacti here. Look at this little hedgehog he looks like. I couldn't tell you what species he is, but he's a little hedgehog. He's got like 50 or 60 little cacti here, all bunched together. That's pretty cool. Okay, I don't think there's much more trivia to talk about, but we do have all these beautiful rocks and scenery. Here's a sign up here. I'll show you what this guy says. And then we'll call it a day. Hey, look at this. More rocks settled down, and you got these little pockets here of erosion. See these little pockets here? Right here, little. They almost look like those little carving holes the Indians used to grind out their grain. But it's not, it's just a eroded little hole there. A lot more reddish dirt, and this is the probably the end of the trail. But you can go up here as well. Up here, these look like junipers, perhaps. This here, you got a beautiful canyon. The great red rocks and the white rocks and all sorts of cool stuff here. Anyway, we're going to head up the trail to another place called the Native American Petroglyph Site. And that's where you also do some boondocking we're going to do tonight too. So please watch my next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.